Hello, hello, hello everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art. I have a bunch of stuff set up here. We're going to do a few tricks. Actually, we're going to do a few treats. I have an iced coffee tip for you. I'm going to show you what I have. I have chocolate kisses. I have some brown and orange sprinkles. I have fluff. I have two different types of cookies, Fudge Stripes and double stuffed Oreos. I have pretzels. I have Rice Krispie treats. And you get these single packs. These single packs, so since we don't really eat these, APHFM, and if you follow me, you know that's almost perfect husband for me. And also my personal shopper got these at the 7-Eleven, which is like a convenience store. I don't know if you don't live around here, you don't have 7-Eleven. You might have Wawa or something like that. Anyway, and then what else? Did I say chocolate kisses? Then he got me these cute things because he thought they were cute and they would look cute in my display for today. My store had a box of candy eyes. If you don't have candy eyes, don't worry about it. We also have snow caps, which is my favorite candy. So I love snow caps. So if you don't have candy eyes, you can use snow caps, you can use frosting, totally up to you. And then we have two different, I have black frosting and white frosting. The white is in the bag. So I was looking for my tips, you guys. I have had frosting tips. You know, you unscrew this, you screw the tip on, and then you can squeeze it. I couldn't find my tips. Could not find my tips anywhere. So I have it in a Ziploc. I'm gonna show you how I did that. So let me move you guys down. So I've had out this is a picture frame, but it's glass. If you're not putting anything wet on it, I'm gonna use this as a tray. So I'm gonna use this, I wiped it off, I cleaned it. I'm gonna use this for display for my tray. I got my candies on here. I got some chocolate kisses on there. Let me just wash my hands real quick. All right, the first thing we're gonna do, I'm going to show you how I put this black frosting in this white tube. So I took off the tab from the top. It was closing it up. Wait, can we see? Oh, there we go. I took off the tab. It had one of those safety things on it. Took it out. And then I put the frosting right into the bag, into the corner, and gave it a squeeze. Okay? I'm gonna close it. And now we have our frosting down here in our bag. And when I'm ready, I'm just squeezing it down, making sure I get out all of the air. When I'm ready, I can cut the tip off and squeeze it from the bag. Same thing with the black. The black I already did, but now I have the white. So the first thing up is we're gonna make some Mummy Rice Krispie treats, okay? So I have the white frosting. I'm gonna cut the tip off. And I'm just gonna crisscross white frosting as if my Mummy is all wrapped up in Mummy gauze or whatever it is. Is it gauze for mummies? I think so, right? I'm gonna squeeze that down. There we go. As if there's not enough sugar in Rice Krispie treats, but now we're adding some frosting. I'm gonna get my little eyes, and we're gonna put, one eye and two eyes. I'm gonna use bigger ones for this one. So here we go. These are candy. They're edible as well. More sugar. And there we go. So we have our 1 and 2 little Mummy Rice Krispie treats. All right. The next thing I have is these really cute, what are these called? Fudge Stripe cookies? Yeah, these are Fudge Stripe cookies. So I'm going to turn them over. I'm gonna cut the same thing. This is my black frosting. I'm gonna cut the same thing off of here. So today I'm doing treats, but if you see in my post, I'm putting a little black around all the centers, the black frosting around the centers of the holes of these fudge stripe cookies. In my description, I've shared with you guys, I just did 13 days of Halloween ornaments. So you guys can check that out. And I'm doing the whole bottom, top, well it's bottom, but it's gonna be the top for us, of this cookie with the black frosting. And then we're gonna put a kiss on it. We're making little witch hats. Isn't that cute? So I'm just taking my frosting, I'm spreading out. So yes, I did 13 days. There's step-by-step tutorials of DIY Halloween ornaments. A lot of them have free downloads to go with. So you can get those if you want the tracers or the supply lists. That's why today I decided I would do treats and maybe a little bit more on this one, and not crafts. I'm used to having my overhead camera and whatnot, you guys. This is a little tricky for me. If you've been following me, but I think I got it. I think I got it. So now we have our witches hats, and I'm going to put a little bit of sprinkles on them. I'll do 2 with sprinkles and 2 without. If you give them a little pat down, they're less likely to fall off because they will get stuck in the frosting. Okay? And then, there we go. So, this is what I have so far for you guys. We did our mummies, our little mummy Rice Krispie treat, guys, and then we did our witch hats. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do, I have double stuffed Oreos. What I should do, this is what I'm gonna do for this one. This one I'm gonna break them. That one's kind of short. That one's a short one too. So this one I broke them for. So let's see how that's gonna work. You wanna loosen up the top of your cookie. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn it around. Loosen up the top of my cookie. 1, I'm putting the broken end in. I think it just looks a little neater to have the baked end of the pretzel sticking out and the broken end sticking in. 3, 4. Now I don't know if you guys have grands or school-age kids. I know in our district, they're very big about breaking the pretzels. Having healthy snacks. I don't know if that's different for Halloween. I don't know if you even celebrate Halloween, but this would be fun for a Halloween party. This would be fun for a class snack. You know, I'm all about eating healthy. Oh, I did that one wrong. I'm all about eating healthy too. But you know what? Sometimes we need a little treat, right? What's your go-to treat, you guys? Mine would be ice cream, or it used to always be ice cream. But now I'm a little lactose intolerant in my old age. So I think I mean, this is cool too. But I think I like it with the broken pretzels. Each spider gets 4 and 4, 8 legs. These are a double stuffed Oreo. I've loosened up the top a little bit. And I'm sticking them in. Then we're gonna get our icing again. Can you guys see? Yeah. I'm gonna put 2 small dollops of icing on each one. Can you guys see that? Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then I'm gonna get out my eyes again. And you can use the little ones or the big ones. I was surprised they had these. And like I said, if you can't find the eyes, use nonpareils. They're black and white, and they will work. So I'm using the little ones, because I don't know what else I'm gonna use these for. And I'm doing 2 little and 2 big. I'm going to now put my little spiders over here on my tray. And how cool is that, you guys? I can't pick it up. This is just a frame. If you joined me late, this is a frame, a picture frame. And if you're not putting anything liquid on it, it's fine. So we have these candies. They are Ghirardelli special Halloween candies. Yes, I'm backwards, I know. Some Hershey Kisses. I'm gonna get to the fluff. This is gonna be my favorite part. This was my favorite. If you guys have been watching me and you're on my page, you know I love iced coffee. This is how I make my iced coffee. This is an iced tea pitcher. I make cold brew. Well, APHFM makes me cold brew every week in this pitcher. You can use that pitcher. I have one of these. We got it at a restaurant store. We make it in here and then we pour it into the pitcher. You don't have to make as much as I do. It's 3 ounces of coffee, your favorite coffee, not instant coffee, regular coffee. It's 3 ounces of coffee to a quart of water. And I got these little bags at Amazon. So these are like little tea bags. We put the coffee in here, cinch it up, and drop this into the water, and it steeps cold brew for 24 hours. And then you just take this out, you squeeze it, you throw them away, or you make coffee water for your plants. That's a whole nother video. So 3 ounces of coffee to a quart, first thing on my list, to a quart of water. And you can make however you want. Steep for 24 hours. Cold water. Cold, this is cold brew. And then we get these bags. If you want to strain it and don't want to buy these bags I got on Amazon. I could drop the link in here later for you. And then we make cold brew in this pitcher. And every day I have my iced coffee. I have my fluff. I'm gonna take the fluff on the back of a spoon and I'm going to smush it into the glass. Can you see that? Let me see. I'm smushing it into the glass. Back of the spoon. Marshmallow fluff, and smush it into the glass like that, backwards. So you can use a Sharpie for this. I'm gonna use the frosting, and I'm gonna put little ghost faces. Can you see? So eye, nose. This one's upside down. Eye, nose. I'm gonna put in my ice. I'm gonna pour in my coffee. And then again, because I'm lactose intolerant, I'm going to add my oat milk. This is Califia oat milk. I don't wanna mess up my ghosts, but I do wanna stir up my coffee a little bit. And then how cool is that? That one was upside down. How fun is that? You make your coffee however you want, but it's just fun. You can do this with chocolate milk for kids. Just use the spoon, scrape it on the inside, and there you have it. That's all I have for you guys. Let's recap everything that I made here. My ghost cup coffee, my iced coffee with my little ghosts. If you want to use the Sharpie and not get black frosting, you can. The Sharpie will come right off this glass when you're done. So don't be afraid. You can use the Sharpie for that. And then we have our double stuffed Oreo spiders. We have our witch hats with the Candy Kiss, without sprinkles, and then with sprinkles. It's very hard to find orange and brown or orange and black sprinkles, you guys. I'm very fortunate to have the best husband in the whole wide world. And then we did our little mummies, our Rice Krispie treat mummies with the eyeballs. So that is it. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.